Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to my channel Study Sphere. Today I am going to discuss the story named The Gift of the Magi by O.Henry. So, without wasting time, let's get started. Question: discuss the theme of the love and sacrifice in The Gift of the Magi. Answer: about the author. So all you have to do is first of all write down quotation given by the author, like turn up the lights, I don't want to go home in the dark by O.Henry. William Sidney Porter wrote under the pen name O.Henry. He began writing while serving a prison sentence for embezzlement. He wrote more than 300 stories which are collected in volumes like The Voice of the City. O.Henry's stories are remarkable for the genius twist of a surprise ending. He is regarded as one of the masters of modern short story. Let's see introduction. The Gift of the Magi narrates a strange incident in the life of a poor young couple. The wife sells her most precious possession, her beautiful hair, to buy a gold chain for her husband's gold watch. While her husband sells the gold watch, proudest possession, to buy a set of combs for his wife's hair. These are their Christmas gifts, for which show their deep love for each other. और इंट्रोडक्शन के बाद में आपको आंसर में स्टोरी इन ब्रीफ पॉइंट वाइज दर्शाना है, जैसे कि पॉइंट 1, Jim and Della, a poor couple. Jim and Della were very poor. They earned $20 a week. They lived an ordinary flat. Della had saved $1.87, but that was not enough to buy a Christmas gift. The next day was Christmas. Next आपको दूसरा पॉइंट देना है, their two precious things. Della and Jim possessed two precious things. They were very much proud of them. One was Jim's gold watch, which he inherited from his grandfather, but he had no money to buy a nice chain for his watch. And the other one was Della's beautiful hair, which Jim adored most. Third point, Della sells her hair. Della wanted to buy a nice Christmas gift for her husband, but she had no enough money. So she decided to sell her hair. She went to M. Safroni and sold her hair for $20. Della took the money and moved from store to store to buy a gift for Jim. She saw a platinum chain of watch. It was quite worthy of Jim's watch. So she bought it for $21 and went home with great delight. Fourth point, Jim's reaction. Jim returned home in the evening. When he entered the room, his eyes were fixed upon Della. There was an expression in them that she could not read, and it terrified her. It was not anger, not surprise, nor disapproval. That she had been prepared for it. Della told her husband not to stare at her like that in that way. She had her hair cut off and sold it because she could not help giving him Christmas present. She said that her hair grew awfully fast. They should say Merry Christmas and be happy. Fifth point, Jim's gift for Della. Jim liked Della's hair very much. He knew that she liked combs to dress her beautiful hair. So he drew a package from the pocket of his overcoat. It contained the set of combs. She received her long coveted things, but her hair was cut off and sold out. Still she hugged them, her bosom, and said that her hair grew very fast. Sixth point, Della's gift for Jim. Jim had a golden watch inherited from his grandfather, so she sold her hair and bought a nice chain for his watch. It was a beautiful chain for which she hunted the whole town. She would have to look at the time 100 times a day. She asked for his watch to see how it looked with the new chain. Now coming to the seventh point, tragedy of gifts. Jane could not produce the watch because he had sold it to get money to buy her combs, so he suggested Della to put their Christmas gifts away and keep them a while. They were too nice to use them at that time. 8 point. The wisest Magi. Della and Jim were the wisest Magi. They sacrificed for each other the greatest treasures of their house. Those who give and receive gifts out of love are the wisest. Therefore, the writer calls them the wisest Magi. Ninth point. The theme, love and sacrifice. The Gift of the Magi is a story of love and sacrifice. It is a story of two poor young couple, Jim and Della, who sacrifices their greatest and proudest things to give Christmas presents. Each sacrifices the most precious things for the sake of others. That shows the deep love of poor young couple for each other. Now, the title, The Gift of the Magi. The title of the story, The Gift of the Magi, is based on biblical myth. The Magi are the wise men who bought gifts of gold for the newborn infant Jesus. According to the story in the Bible, when they saw the new star moving in the sky, they realized that it marked the birth of the great soul, and followed the star in Bethlehem, whose it stopped over the birthplace of Christ in the manger. Those who give and receive gifts are the wisest Magi. Thus, the title of the story is appropriate and suitable. Now, coming to the last part of the story, conclusion. The Gift of the Magi, one of O.Henry's most celebrated works, illustrates the main characteristics of his stories. The story shows the deep love of a poor young couple for each other. So guys, जैसे कि आपने देखा, आपको इस लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन का आंसर पॉइंट वाइज लिखना है, स्टार्टिंग विद द ब्यूटीफुल कोटेशन गिवन बाय द ऑथर. एंड हाँ, डोंट फॉरगेट दैट ये क्वेश्चन बहुत अलग अलग तरीक़ों से पूछा जा सकता है, लेकिन आपको इसका आंसर कंबाइंड और बहुत अच्छे से पॉइंट वाइज देना है ताकि आप अपने पूरे मार्क्स को अचीव कर सके. ये क्वेश्चन अलग अलग डिफरेंट तरीक़ों से पूछा जा सकता है, जैसे कि ये क्वेश्चन को मैंने यहाँ 4 तरीक़ों से पूछा जा सकता है क्वेश्चन, विच आर शोन हियर. यू कैन सी वन बाय वन. लेकिन आपको एक ही आंसर में सभी एस्पेक्ट्स को कवर करना है. जैसा कि आपने देखा, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इंट्रोडक्शन देना है ऑथर के बारे में, अबाउट द ऑथर. उसके बाद कोटेशन और उसके बाद इंट्रोडक्शन ऑथर का लिखना है, और उसके बाद स्टोरी का इंट्रोडक्शन, उसके बाद द स्टोरी इन ब्रीफ यानी कि सारांश लिखना है स्टोरी का पॉइंट वाइज. फर्स्ट पॉइंट, जिम एंड डेला अ पुअर कपल. सेकंड पॉइंट, देयर टू प्रेशियस थिंग्स. तीसरा पॉइंट देना है डेला सेल्स हर हेयर्स. फोर्थ पॉइंट देना है जिम का रिएक्शन, जिम्स रिएक्शन. नेक्स्ट, जिम्स गिफ्ट फॉर डेला. उसके बाद डेलास गिफ्ट फॉर जिम. सेवन्थ पॉइंट, ट्रेजेडी ऑफ गिफ्ट्स. एट्थ पॉइंट, द वाइजेस्ट मेजाई. उसके बाद द थीम, लव एंड सेक्रीफाइस. ये एस्पेक्ट बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि इससे क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सके. मैंने सबसे पहले आपको क्वेश्चन में ये पूछा गया है. सो दिस इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट point you have to write. Next, the title, The Gift of the Magi. Another important point. All you have to do is just write these both aspects which are very important. दोनों एस्पेक्ट्स को आपको अच्छी तरह से डिटेल में दर्शाना है और अंत में कंक्लूज़न लिखना है. सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन में इंट्रोडक्शन उसके बाद स्टोरी इन ब्रीफ, पॉइंट वाइज, एंड देन लास्ट कंक्लूज़न आपको ऐड करना है, क्योंकि इंट्रोडक्शन और कंक्लूज़न ये दो महत्व के पास है ताकि हम पूरे मार्क्स गेन सकें। और बीच में जो पॉइंट्स आते हैं, जो क्वेश्चन में पूछे गए हैं, उनको साबित करना होता है। So this is how the question ends. So this was the story, The Gift of the Magi, written by O.Henry. I think this is a wonderful story. अगर आपको इस स्टोरी के बारे में कोई डाउट या क्वेश्चन हो तो कमेंट बॉक्स में राइट डाउन कीजिएगा। अगर आपको किसी अन्य स्टोरी या टॉपिक के बारे में नॉलेज चाहिए तो कमेंट बिलो। See you in the next video. Till that, keep smiling and have a wonderful day. And don't forget to like the video, share this video with your friends. अगर आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और साइड में दिए गए हुए बेल आइकन को प्रेस कीजिए ताकि जब भी मैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो अपलोड करूं तो आपको नोटिफिकेशन टाइम पर मिल जाए। थैंक यू।